In a world where quality business information is needed, we bring you On the Mic with Mike, the leading social enterprise business show in RVA. Join Mike King, the partnership guru, as he delivers game changers in Metro RVA. On the Mic with Mike showcases how business can help make society better. He discusses tech, culture, innovation, best business practices, and highlighting area nonprofits. Join Mike Monday through Friday, because it is the place where the best and brightest come to chat.
Mike King is in the business. Mike King is in the business. Mike King is in the business. Mike King is in the business, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to On the Mic with Mike, the premier business radio program around. I'm your host, Mike King. I appreciate you being here with me. The views expressed here are mine. I have no connection to, support of, agreement with any other host, information or ads on the station. I don't work for the station. The program just airs here on a daily basis, and I'm grateful to be able to bring these game-changing folks to you. Join me as our cutting-edge show. We uplift the community and showcase RVA in a different way. Sounds you're listening to are emanating from the Mike King Biz Studio, which is the Global Epicenter of Social Enterprise Business. We'd like to thank our show sponsors who are out there making it happen for us. Appreciate the love, you guys. You'll be able to hear them during the program. So I busted out the choir music because today is a special day. On the Mic with Mike. When I say we bring the game changers to you, I do. But this is a different day right here. We got the Navy in the house. Welcome. So it is Navy Week in Richmond. So welcome to the program, folks.
Thank you, sir.
All righty, so get closer. We gotta. So let us know who you are and what you do.
We are.
So you don't have you. So you're tall. You can stand up. The microphone. Yeah, you know you're leaning down for a person my size.
Right. So we are the brass band. We call ourselves Uncharted Waters. We are from your U.S. Fleet Forces Band, based out of Norfolk, Virginia.
All righty, and where are you from?
Originally, I'm from Bowling Green, Kentucky. My name is musician first class Brandon Britt.
And what do you play?
I play trumpet.
All righty, ma'am.
My name is musician second class Andrea Ferris. I'm originally from Haddon Heights, New Jersey.
Shout out, I'm from Philly. So,
all right.
Yeah, okay, there we go.
Eagles.
Yeah,
Okay.
you got that right.
That's
I hear you. You spend a lot of time in Haddon Heights.
Yeah. And I'm actually a clarinetist, but you'll be seeing me all week playing the Barry saxophone.
I started out as a clarinetist.
Yeah, awesome.
It wasn't enough. I wasn't good at any of it, but you know, marching band was it. So anybody who's ever been in marching band, everybody knows band week.
Yeah.
If you've never been, they don't get it. They don't get what band week means. All righty, who are you, sir?
So I'm musician first class Jacob Stith. I'm from Ronnieville, Kentucky, and I'm the guitar player in the group.
My mother always liked the guitar player. It's like they were like the coolest one because the guitar players. All righty, so on the Mic with Mike, we got the day. Explain to people what. So for people who are from coastal towns, we all know what Fleet Week is. Explain to people what this Navy Week thing is.
You absolutely said it right. Everybody knows Fleet Week, but when we come to these sites that don't really have as strong of a Navy presence, there's not they don't see the Navy ships all the time. We bring Navy weeks to them, so we can bring their Navy that they own. We can bring it a little bit closer to them, so they can see what it's all about and what we do to help out in their community.
So clearly, so now I told you. I couldn't just have the Navy coming up. We even got the official photographer. I couldn't just let you guys come up in here all dressed up in your, the Navy gear. I had to. So, ladies and gentlemen, so I had to come with, right. with the Army piece. So, okay, so here you go. You got this one? Okay. So, all right. So explain how many years you got in?
I've been in just a little bit over 11 years.
Okay.
I've been in for 10 years.
All righty.
I'm at 12 years.
You're 12 years.
Sorry.
Explain to people like what the military means. It's the Navy. We all have ours. We mess with each other, but at the core, we're military people. And explain 10 years and 12 years and what it means to be in the Navy.
Somebody want that one?
Sure. I think being in the Navy is really special because I get to provide service to my country in the way that I know how. I grew up playing music. I went and I studied music. I studied the clarinet and I have a degree in clarinet performance. And I get to use all those skills that I learned my entire life to use as service to my nation and to represent the rest of the Navy and communicate democracy and peace through our Navy vision. And we do that through music, which is one of the best communicators in our world.
It is something because a lot of times people, they see the military, like people are GIs, you know, that's who we are. We're GIs. We don't think about the musician people. You know, the band just shows up and those are people who are really in the band. So they didn't just start playing music when they got to the military.
No, sir.
So all of a sudden you were that, and then you go to the military and you use that in service of your country. What was the draw to the Navy when you went originally 12 years ago?
For me, it was mostly to do with the locations, to be honest.
You guys do.
You know.
Okay, so let's get to the locations. So now the Navy goes to some cool places. You guys do.
Yes, we do.
It just takes you forever to get there. Now it does. Now the Army, we go to some bad places, boy, but we get there in a hurry. we definitely get there in a hurry. Most fun place you ever been?
Oh Lord, I think.
See, you know when a person starts off with "Oh Lord," they've been in some good places. I know the worst place I've ever been. That's Diego Garcia. Like wherever a person goes to the end of the earth, I think that's it.
The Navy has a Mardi Gras float that looks like a pirate ship. And I got to play the guitar with Navy Band Mid-South from Millington, Tennessee, right outside of Memphis. But we went down to New Orleans for Mardi Gras. And I played on the Navy's float for the Crew de Bacchus parade and a Crew d'Etat parade. Probably played for over 100,000 people. It was incredible.
So what's it like when the Navy shows up dressed up like that? Because we don't think of the military like that, especially here comes a Navy ship coming down looking like a party vessel. I know. I like that. I do like that. So on the mic with Mike, you guys have had your schedule's jam-packed this week, and we'd like to thank you guys for taking the time to come on the mic with us. What are some of the things that you guys are doing this week? And so it's Tuesday, it's Wednesday. Where have you been this week and where are you going? Some of the places that you guys are coming to.
This is actually the first thing that we're doing this week. Let's see, we've got a couple of school engagements. Thursday we'll be at the Virginia War Memorial at I believe that one starts at 6:30. That's 18:30 if you're in the 24-hour time.
If you're not military folks, that is 6:30.
And Saturday we'll be at the Grow RVA Farmers Market. That one's scheduled from 8 to 12. We're just gonna play that one by ear, and when people are out there, we'll play some music for you. So make sure you come on out and see us, and it'll be a good time.
So you guys are here in Richmond because you're based down in Norfolk.
Yes, sir.
So now the other areas, when there are other fleet weeks, the people who are closest to them, they come to that location. Is that the way it works?
Yes, sir. That is right.
Okay. All right. Coolest place you ever been?
Ooh. Let's see. Man, I've been to some pretty cool places.
You know, I bet you have.
I'd say I did a really cool deployment out of Japan on a Japanese ship, which is like a pretty unique opportunity. Most of the time we deploy on our own ships, but I got to do it on a Japanese ship and see how the Japanese run their ships. Very cool. And I got to go to Vietnam, Cambodia, and the Philippines. I think Cambodia might have been the most fun. That was such a good time.
So when you go back home to Haddon Heights and you tell people that you've been to Cambodia and Vietnam, what's the look on their faces?
They're like, where?
Exactly. Because we barely know where Reading is.
Right.
So
that's too far.
That's too far. But you've been there. Explain when young girls see you and they're like, wow, I may be able to do that thing, because it does turn into, I don't think anyone goes in to spend a lot of years in. But what happens? A day turns into, next thing you know, you've been in 4, then you do 8. Next thing you know, wow, okay, I'm halfway to this thing.
You always re-enlist without ever thinking you're going to re-enlist again.
I know.
And then you do it again.
This is it.
Yeah.
So when young girls see you're an inspiration to them.
I like to hope that they start.
And it's not just girls, it's boys.
Yeah, thanks. I like to think that they like to normalize it. That's my goal, is that seeing a woman in the military as an officer, enlisted in any position, is just become something normal that they see every day. And hopefully it's something that they don't think that they can't do, because I'm here doing it. And if I can do it, they can do it.
So when people, you meet up with other folks, and you know, whatever the MOS is, and that's military occupational service, the folks who are out there, that's your job. When people find out you're in the band, what do they say? They kind of give you guys that look. I know, because I've given that look before, like, really?
Yeah, we normally get the follow-up question of like, yeah, but what's your job? What do you do? Like, but no, this is our job. We are hired as musicians to be musicians in the Navy.
Okay. So we've all been there. We're at the recruiting station. The recruiter says to you, now, okay, so what job would you like to do? My uncle said be a medic. So I was a medic. When you guys sit down, what do you say? Can I play music in the Navy?
Well, we actually have a process for that. So we have a centralized office called Fleet Band Activities. They have a component in Millington. They have another component in DC now. But we have a representative that coordinates all of the auditions. So if someone contacts Fleet Band Activities with an interest in our job, they can set them up to do a formal audition, and all of that stuff gets ironed out ahead of time. So you walk into the recruiting office with the paperwork already done, and they know what the deal is going into it.
Oh, so I don't roll up in there just saying, hey, you know what? I'm pretty nice, and my mama says I'm good, and the people at the church say I'm okay, but in reality, I'm not that good. That's all taken care of before I go to the recruiting station saying I want to be a musician in the military.
Yes, a member that the Navy is determined to be a subject matter expert will evaluate them and make sure that they have what it takes before they even start the process.
That could be messy if it was. You know, those are things you don't know. We don't know that.
Yeah, some, like, if you can absolutely go into a recruiter's office and with the idea of I want to be in the band, but if you don't get that audition taken care of first,
you're gonna be doing something else.
You are gonna be doing something else.
I'm a salesman, and you know what? I don't care what branch you're dressed up as. They're salesmen. But can we talk a little bit about what the dream? So you had the idea of the military, and then the reality hits, and the places that you go, and I guess relationships. What does it mean to you as you're going through it?
I know for me, coming from Kentucky, that another place that doesn't have a Navy presence at all. When I was able to go to our 7th Fleet Band in Japan, I still remember the trip vividly. I was in Mumbai, India. We had an engagement that was at the top of this hill, and our bus couldn't go up there. So we had to park and then like take all our stuff, stay. And that's not the problem. We weren't carrying a whole bunch of stuff, but I just remember making that walk up the hill on these dirt roads, seeing the cows and seeing the kids kicking soccer balls, and just realizing, wow, never in my life, coming from Bowling Green, Kentucky, would I have thought that I would be
doing pretty good.
Yeah, never would I thought that I'd be in India, and this is my life. And from then, you know, I'm here.
So when you think about doing the military thing, what was it? My next door neighbor in Pennsylvania, I asked him, how did you become a jarhead? He was like, I saw the uniform. Really, dude? Well, I mean, everybody looks at the uniforms. What was the draw to the Navy as opposed to the other branches?
I think it was exactly like Amy once said, like the Navy being trained so specifically by job. When we're Navy musicians, that is our primary responsibility. That may not be the case with all the other services. They're soldiers or airmen or Marines first, and then musician may come secondary. Again, that may be me speaking out of line a little bit, but I know about my service that we are musicians first in our occupation.
On the Mic with Mike, ESPN Richmond is part of the Mike King Biz Radio Network. That is ESPN Richmond 106.1, The Choice 105.3, as well as International Business Growth Radio. We bring the best and the brightest to you. That's what we're doing today. Friends are in the house, so, you know, it's always a special place when you see folks in uniform. No matter how many years ago, it's always that, yeah, I remember that. I remember carrying the manila envelope with your orders and shot records, and they're saying, don't lose. lose this?
Yes, sir.
For fear of your life. Okay. It's always the same. So on the mic with Mike, we got to take a break. I always say the microphone ain't free, plus my grandkids need stuff. So we'll be back in just a moment.
You know what it is? Mike King Radio.
The king of RVA Business Talk Radio on ESPN 106.1 FM, The Choice 105.3, and worldwide on IBGR.network.
Would you join me, please, in welcoming
Mike King Biz Radio.
Hi, well, you know who I am. Make sure you check out my man, Mike King Biz. His program, On the Mic with Mike Gorvier, is the best business-ish radio program in RVA. Mike King Biz Radio can be heard on ESPN Richmond 106.1 and The Choice 105.3. Me and Minnie listen every day, and you should too.
Yeah, Mike King isn't a businessman. He's a businessman with his own talk show. On the Mic with Mike is the best business radio program in the game.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to On the Mic with Mike, the best business radio program in the area. You heard the man. This is the best. Why? Because we talked to the best. It is Navy Week Richmond. Is this the first one?
This is the first.
This is historic.
Yeah, this is the very first Navy Week that we're doing in Richmond.
All right. So, and everyone's excited. You guys have some really cool places. You guys are with us on Friday. We're over at The Choice. That's my home in the afternoon from 2 to 3. They rolled out the red carpet. They said, if you guys want to bring instruments, so, they're going to set it up for us. So they're, it's more conducive than you guys coming in here, blowing up the place in here because, they got other shows here. And I don't think that they would think that was, I do walk the line at times, but try not to get in too much trouble. On the Mic with Mike. So we're here. When you guys finish with Navy Week, what do you do then? Where do you guys go to? What's next up for the band?
Well, this is just one of our small groups at Fleet Forces Band. So while this band may have a downtime in terms of engagements, there's some group that's always going out to do some engagement, some performance, some ceremonial support. So we're always going. Somebody's always on the clock to do performances, singing the anthem, buglers going out doing taps. So that something's always happening, but this is just one of our small groups.
So when do people change duty station, do you guys go as a whole, or like, how does that work? Does the band go together, like everyone, or do I change duty station and go somewhere else?
Certainly, yeah. So we transfer individually. The band doesn't transfer together. So I might get orders to transfer from Fleet Forces Band and go up to Navy Band Great Lakes, for instance, or something.
And so
like
when you
that.
go up to the other band, what's that process like? For regular duty station, all of a sudden we change, we go in there. All righty, so here we are. We had to change the station. When you go to a different band, how does that work?
Well, there's an individual that works in Millington. He's a master chief, and he's our detailer. He's got a very difficult job because he's in charge of manning all of the bands and making sure that each band has the instrumentation that's required for them to stay operational. So every band is allocated so many trumpets and so many saxophones and so many trombones. But we also have a natural rotation with the way that our jobs work. So we typically only stay in one location for about 3 to 4 years.
Okay.
Sometimes even less than
So
that.
regular for the Army, it's a regular rotation.
Right.
And the chief is an E7 or an E8.
The detailer that handles all of our manning is a Master Chief E9.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, okay. So he walks on water.
That's right.
That's what E9s do.
Shout out to Master Chief LeBron.
What's up? Master Chief, they're doing some outstanding work in here. Really quickly, let people know what a Master Chief is, because a lot of times people don't understand what that rank is in the military.
It's as high as it gets. There's no E10. That's what they like to say. So the Master Chief's the one that's not scared to say what needs to be said to anybody.
For sure. That's why he walks on water. That's for sure. Wow. So, when you think about, regardless of whatever branch it is, the E9, whether it's a sergeant major in the Army, so he is a command master chief. Is that, or do you just call him a master chief?
He is. Go ahead.
Okay, yeah. Master Chief is the name of the rank. Command Master Chiefs is a position at like on a ship or something like that. So he's not a CMC in that specific role.
All righty. So this is the band is here on the mic with Mike. How can people find you guys up there? As once again,
oh well, we're on all the social media.
Sure,
you can find us.
Lady was here.
Absolutely. You can find us at U.S. Fleet Forces on any social media platform: Twitter, Instagram. We've got Facebook. We've got YouTube. And then if you find us, you can find all our events, and you can find us all over Richmond this week.
That's right. They're going to be back with us again on Friday over at the Choice 105.3. That is Friday at 2:00. They're going to be rolling out the instruments this time. So we'd like to thank you guys. So good folks from Kentucky as well as Haddon Heights. Shout out to our Eagles.
Yeah, go Eagles.
Go Eagles. That's it. We don't have much, but that's what we got. All right. So on the mic with Mike, we got to run. Thank you for tuning in. ESPN Richmond. That's where you find us 106.1 every day from 5 to 7. Thanks, folks. Take care.